Hi guys, this is Steve. Today I'm going to do an oil change on the Yamaha Big Wheel 200. I'll go through the different steps and you'll see that it's a pretty simple procedure. The different steps are to remove the gear selector lever here by removing this bolt. Then we will remove the drain plug. Once that's done, we'll let the oil drain. And then after that, we will replace the oil filter. What I have here is a 10mm box, and I'm going to remove the bolt. It'll just give me a easier access to the drain plug. So this comes off. I'm going to leave the bolt there, not to lose it. And then I'm going to take a 19mm box. I'm going to come in and put it there. Now you'll want to be careful not to strip the bolt. And what I like to do is take this long lever here, just go loosen it up. I'm going to put a little container, catch the oil, and when you take it out, you will feel it has a little spring. That's because there is a spring. Now as it comes out, check to see if you have any metal filaments coming out. So that could be a sign of some wear and tear inside your engine. So you're going to have the spring and the little metal filter. I guess it's a pre-filter. I have an O-ring that on mine was changed recently, but if yours is dried or cracked, or you should just replace it. The parts are still available. Alright, so while that is draining, I'm going to go on the other side and show you what we're going to do next. Once the oil is drained from the left side, we come to the right side and we remove this filter cover, and we do this by using a star screwdriver here. And we remove the first two bolts at the top, and we need a 5mm Allen key for the bottom one. And just make sure to be careful when you remove these bolts not to strip them, or else you're going to have a hard time removing them the next time you do an oil change. Now I have changed mine, so they're going to be easy to remove. Oh, this one's good. see this one here on the right is longer than the one on the left. And then the Allen key, or the Allen bolt. When I remove the cover, the filter is right here. And right now I can see some dirt, which is normal, but I don't see any metal filaments, so that's pretty good. It's a good sign. You have an O-ring right here, which you should check to see if it's still good. Mine is pretty new. I changed it this spring, if I'm not mistaken. And these are available. Are still available. And you also have an O-ring right here. It's nice. If it's dried or cracked, you might get a small oil leak from here. Alright, so the next step is to put in the new filter. I have a MGO oil filter, and the number is 10-79110, and it's a replacement part for the Yamaha Big Wheel 200 and other engines. It looks a bit different from the old one, but it'll do the job. So I'm going to place the O-ring back. Okay. I'm going to place the end that has the hole in it. This one's closed up. That goes inside the opening here. The one that has the side that has the opening will go there. So you can't really go wrong. And then I'm going to put it back. Now there's only one way it'll go. You can't make a mistake, because it will not. When you try to align the 3 bolts, there's only one way it'll go. So you want to go and put in the 3 bolts just by hand. And tighten a little at a time each bolt so that the cover goes in level. This is where we're going to put the oil, the new oil. I should be able to remove it by hand. Now, before closing up the drain on the other side, what I like to do is just take any oil, clean oil, and drop it in, and I'll flush some of the old oil out. Okay, so now that the oil is completely drained, we can close it up. So we have to put the sieve like this, and the sieve itself is going to go inside like this with the spring, and then we close it up. Now we can fill up the crankcase with oil, and I'm trying it out for the first time, Lucas High Performance Motor Oil 10W40. It takes roughly 1 liter of oil. So now we're going to put the new oil in. And it should take about, I think it's 1 liter. Now this is the important thing, is you have to check the oil level. And on the right side of the bike, on the engine, at the bottom here, you see you've got a little window that you can see through. You've got the bottom part, or the minimum and the maximum oil that you should have inside the crankcase. What you need to do is put your bike level. I'm a bit low. Obviously if I tilt it more it's going to come up, but I'm going to put a bit more. If you keep it on the stand, it'll be tilted to the left. You will not get an accurate reading. Now, you should check this every time you go on a ride to check the level, but also you can see the quality of the oil. If it's completely dark, it's probably time for an oil change. If it's nice and golden, you're good for for a while. Now obviously this is new oil, so it's nice and golden. So now I put back the filler cap because I'm pretty confident that I'm at least 3/4 full, but I will start the bike up and get the oil to circulate, and then I'll recheck the level of the oil. Okay, so the next step is to test to see if the oil is actually being circulated around the whole engine, especially at the top of the cylinder head here. And what the manual recommends to do is, after an oil change, is to remove this little bolt here. Right here, which is a 10mm bolt, and for you to do this procedure, you need to start the engine up, remove this slowly. Don't remove it completely because oil is going to come out, but remove it at least halfway, and if you see oil dripping out through the threads here, that's a good sign, which so that confirms that oil is being pumped all the way up to the engine, to the cylinder head. If it's not, that's a bad sign, which indicates a problem with your oil pump and or something in the cylinder head. Okay, so now I'm going to start up the bike. So as you can see, it was a successful test. Oil came out, and all right. Just going to check the oil level. And it is a bit low. So I'm going to come back and top it up. I'm going to check the level now. So the bike is level. And I'm in between the bottom and the top lines, which means I'm pretty good. So all in all, I put in the whole container here, which is 1 quart, 946 milliliters.